Hi, everyone. Okay, so for September, September starts on Wednesday, um, and it's an Earth Rooster. It actually starts at 11:34. So the time that it actually starts makes it. It's kind of just before the next day starts, really. But elementally, there's the day is water on water, so that's plenty of water. Um, only good for Earth. Yep, maybe lottery ticket, whatever. The month is Earth on Metal, which is Rooster. So it's an Earth Rooster month. The year is still the Water Tiger, so it's water and wood. And the hour it changes at 11:34 is wood and rat. So that means we have one, two, three, four waters. One, two wood, one earth, one metal. Four waters is a lot of water. So this water sort of picks itself up, takes out whatever it needs to take, and leaves a clean slate. So there'll be a lot of people leaving their positions for a clean slate and or knowing they're going to go to jail or something like that, and they'll miss out on their pension if they don't resign. Hint, hint. Uh, so with that starting, what ends up happening here is the earth feeds the metal, which means the metal's quite strong. And metal, I know it's not today, but when this began thousands of years ago, solar astrology, it represented the energy of metal was of money was metal, so that's coin. But this is at its peak. So it's peaking, which means anything relating to money, Bitcoin, interest rates, stock market, all of that is just going to go, or so it's that kind of a month. All right. Now, in the feng shui side of it, so what you need to move or place or move two things from last month. So you're looking at you're looking at the wheel that's where am I? The wheel that's on the calendar. Okay. So that tells you in the northwest this month on the 7th, 11:34. So before you go to bed, just change your two things around, your bells and your coins. So in the northwest of any building, any shed, any home, you've got to place your bells, because the energy that comes in to the northwest is difficulty, obstacles, destruction. It can also be bankruptcy if the rest of the house is not great, like you're not sleeping in a great energy, etc. All right, so the bells, it's got a tingle, remember that? The tingling is what removes it. For those of you that don't have not had your home feng shui, etc., just look on your phone where the sun comes up, where the sun goes down, work out or ask a male. They always know where these directions are. Easy peasy. All right, the other is the east. So the east is going to bring a lot of ill health. This month once it starts on the 7th. So this ill health is also infertility. And this is both of these, the northwest and the east, are on a world scale. So it's actually up to you whether you remedy that in your own home. And I am losing my voice. I've talked too much this week. So 6 coins, again, we need metal, 6 coins. You can use any coins you have at home. They don't have to be the Chinese coins. And then you place those in your east. So this means northwest and east on a world scale, on your own country's scale. For us here in Victoria, so the northwest and the east, you guys work it out. They're both destructive in the northwest and a lot of infertility and ill health in the east, and it's the east is relating more to females. Okay, then we get to the four pillars of everything. So the yin earth that is there with the metal, of course, feeds the metal. So the metal is quite strong. Check what your earth is and what your metal is. I am going to go through it, but yeah. All right, I've got points here so I don't miss a thing. All right, yin earth. Now, the yin earth on top is the spleen and the belly. What the spleen does, it makes you overthink everything. And your belly is like, you feel the butterflies in your belly. When you feel that, it's something's not right. So a lot of us just call them butterflies, but it is a warning. Anyway, then we've got the metal rooster, and that rooster is a metal element. So the metal here, body and part wise, is the small intestine and the blood. So we're going to find out there's so many issues this month with the spleen, the belly, the small intestines, and the blood. You think? So if you have any of these issues, you really need to take care of it, because this is now in your face because you obviously haven't taken care of it. Like that. Okay, so this in the circle of life, or what we call the circle of life, the yin earth, it actually harmonizes with yang wood. So when it harmonizes with yang wood, it makes more earth. Excuse me. So if you have yang wood in your chart, if you are yang wood, then you're harmonizing with your money. Ooh, how nice. Yeah. Anyway, so then with the rooster harmonizes with the dragon. So if you have a dragon, it's making more metal. So if metal is money for you, then it's good. Yeah. So for wood, it is money. For metal, you'd have to be the fire element for it to be money. The rooster is also what's called the administrator and the thinker. And administrator meaning, you know what a rooster does in the hen house. Next. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's counting. And so that's what's happening this year. You find out people are counting, but the count is not correct. That's all I've got to say about that. All right. So the rooster being the peak of metal. So last month was the beginning of metal as a monkey. The rooster is the peak of metal. So whatever metal is for you, it is peaking after the 7th. All right. Now, with the rooster just being a normal rooster, not the earth rooster, this is just a normal rooster, it means that there's more achieving academically, broad-minded, very outgoing, because that's what a rooster does. You know, there's plenty of hens there. They're easy to make friends with, opinionated, boastful, flirtatious, the rooster, very so. Loves glamour and loves socializing. You know, it's like, it's me, I'm here, that sort of thing. Remember also that the rooster is what pierces the morning, like it tells you morning is here. And so that's a lot of news, because that rooster is here for the whole month. So I hope your good news is good news. Hope your news is good news, that sort of thing. All right, so the rooster harmonizes with the dragon and it harmonizes with the ox. So if you have a dragon, if you have an ox, that's already a harmony there for you. And it's making either the dragon or the ox, whichever you actually, sorry, not the dragon. The rooster harmonizes with the snake and the ox. Yeah, the other one was that. So it harmonizes with the snake and the ox. So if that snake is in your chart, the month then gives you more metal. What's metal for you? If the ox is in your chart, then that month also gives you more metal. All right. If you have both, it's woo. All right. So all those three, the rooster, the snake, and the ox, if you have any of those, it's the thinkers. So you start this month, you start to reflect more. There's more intellect. You start to sort things out, not in a rush or that, just calmly. You are dedicated and thorough to whatever you are doing. All right. Now, because it's an earth rooster. So that rooster is what you're going to breathe, not just rooster, it's an earth rooster. And what you are breathing this month is that little bit more stable, fertile, as in the soil is stable and fertile, opinionated. Why am I having a hard time saying that word? Um, and you alienate not just yourself but others. You know, you're just, it's like, nah, no thanks, no thanks. Yeah, all right, yeah, all right. It's like that. You're wanting and needing basically this emotional security. The thing this month is, well, it's always the flirtatious hour or the flirting hour is 5 to 7. That's the rooster normally, or every day it is. But now, because the whole month is that, so that 5 to 7, be very, very careful because 5 to 7 is a rooster for 2 hours. The month is a rooster. When there's two roosters, it becomes a penalty. So, yeah, before 5 or after 7, go for it, but not 5 to 7. 5 to 7 is they can't hold on to their emotions, so they're just excited that they've got someone to take home. You know, like the rooster's counting its chooks. Um, it's the flirting to hour 5 to 7, which means it's a penalty. So it's the Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am, 2 hours. All right. If you're into that, go for it. You know, what is it? It's the ones that you didn't get is the one that stays in your mind. All right. So the metal for men, for a wood, the metal is a man for a wood woman. So that's what this month brings you. And the metal is a woman for a fire man. The earth, which is the yin earth on top, is a man for a water element woman, and the earth is a woman for a wood element man. All right. Now, the challenging days in September are 11th, 17, 23, 29, and of course, because October doesn't start till the 8th, it's also the 5th of October. Okay. So, as I said before, your challenging 2 hours in September is 5 to 7. Extra care for those that actually have roosters already and rabbits, because the rooster is a penalty on your metal. The rabbit is a clash on your wood, metal and wood clashing. All right. Now, elementally, so we'll start with wood. So wood people, the metal is what prunes you. It can also be a promotion. It can be pressure. And what is this pressure for? Ka-ching, ka-ching, ching. That's what it's for. Water people, the wood is your talents and your skills. It's sorry, not the wood. All right, starting it. The water, the metal is your talents and your skills. So it's actually pushing you. And because there's already wood when it arrives, you may begin to shine in that time period of the month, of the September month. It's also not just your ideas here. Goodness. It's good for fine. So your ideas, your thinking, even your support system, your health as well, you're paying more attention to that. And it is quite strong because instead of that earth damming this water, it's actually going like this. And that metal is quite strong. So take advantage of it. Do what you've got to do. The idea, the download, whatever it is, put it into use. For metal people, elementally, so you've got ideas, but lots of competitors and they're all hiding. So don't share your ideas. Just do them on your own. Yeah. Earth people, there's a lot of competitors for you. You're all fertile. and the metal is your talents and your skills. So you've all got something to say. So say it, because if you keep it inside, I don't know, you'll lose your voice. You lose your voice, talk too much too, I guess. So yeah, it's like that. It's like that. All right. So really, for Earth people, every time Tom, Dick, or Harry asks you to do something, what do you say? Not today. I can't. Sorry, I can't. Or just don't answer the phone. All right. Fire people. So for fire, the earth is, it's like you open your mouth, right? Open your mouth and ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And remember, the rooster, the metal, is at its peak, which means this is like, when we say peak, it gets to its highest. So, for instance, you might have a bike and the bike is worth $50 and someone gives you a couple of hundred for it. Like that. That's peaking. Peaking duck. No, I shouldn't say that. Don't tell me off. All right. So that's the month for you. And I will, in another day or two, I will do all the animals with the month of the rooster as I normally do. Some of you have said to me, oh, I've taken, they can't find each element from a month ago or whatever. Seriously? Your eyes are at the front of your head, not at the back. So what are you doing looking back? Go forward. That's all I've got to say. Well, I have to. Otherwise, when someone's looking for something and they have no idea anything about this, they have to go through every week of the 5 elements, and it means nothing to those that are just looking for whatever else it is. All right. So I remove them once the time is over. I've learned to do that. All right. So have a great month when it starts. You'll actually know what kind of month it's going to be from the day. Excessive, although it is excessive water, then try the day after. But it is about being heard. What does a rooster do? Yeah. And if you want to count your chickens, count your chickens. 5 to 7. That's the hours. Have a great month.